Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. Tonight, we'll be descending into the vast and mysterious depths of the ocean, a place filled with wonder, with life, and endless secrets. Beneath the waves are creatures beyond imagination, giants that dwarf anything on land, moving through the blue with grace and power. Some dive deeper than mountains are tall. Others sing songs that travel across entire oceans. A simple ripple on the surface may hide an entire world of titans swimming below. The ocean is both familiar and alien, something that covers most of our planet, yet remains largely unexplored. If you enjoy these quiet explorations, I invite you to like and subscribe or share a simple thought down in the comments. It helps others find their way here too. One sleepy soul at a time. But for now, all you need to do is rest, settle in, and allow the calm of the ocean depths to carry you. Let's begin. The blue whale is the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth. When you think of giants, your mind might drift to dinosaurs. But the largest creature to ever exist swims in our oceans today. The blue whale stretches up to 100 feet long and can weigh as much as 200 tons. That's heavier than the largest dinosaur ever discovered. Its heart alone weighs as much as a small car, and its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. When a blue whale exhales, its breath shoots water vapor up to 30 feet into the air, creating a spectacular blow visible from miles away. Despite their immense size, blue whales feed almost exclusively on tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill. During feeding season, a single blue whale can consume up to 4 tons of krill each day. They use baleen plates instead of teeth, filtering massive gulps of water to trap thousands of krill at once. To encounter a blue whale is to witness the absolute peak of size that life on Earth has achieved. These gentle giants move through the ocean with a grace that defies their enormity, reminding us that the sea holds wonders beyond measure. Blue whales can live for over 90 years. The life of a blue whale spans nearly a century. Scientists determine their age by examining earwax plugs, which form layers year after year like the rings of a tree. The oldest blue whale on record lived to be over 110 years old. These creatures witness the changing ocean across human generations, swimming through waters that transform decade by decade. A blue whale born in the 1932 might still be alive today, having experienced nearly a century of ocean life. They travel vast distances throughout their lives, migrating thousands of miles between feeding grounds in cold polar waters and breeding areas in warmer seas. Year after year, they return to the same locations, guided by memory and instinct. The longevity of blue whales means they carry knowledge of the ocean passed down through generations, navigating by landmarks and currents known only to them. To think of a single whale living through so many decades is to realize these creatures are not just animals, but living chronicles of the sea itself. A blue whale's call is the loudest sound produced by any animal. Blue whales don't just swim through silence. They sing, producing calls that reach up to 188 decibels, louder than a jet engine. These deep, rumbling vocalizations can travel hundreds or even thousands of miles through the ocean. The sound is so low in frequency that much of it falls below the range of human hearing. These calls serve many purposes. They help whales communicate across vast distances, coordinate with others, and perhaps even navigate by listening to how sound bounces off underwater features. During the breeding season, males produce complex songs that may attract females or establish territory. Each population has its own dialect, distinct patterns that identify where a whale comes from. Scientists have recorded these calls for decades, noticing that the songs change over time, evolving like musical Traditions pass through a culture. When a blue whale sings, it sends a message across an ocean, a voice echoing through the deep, connecting one giant to another across the empty blue. Blue whales have no natural predators except humans. Once a blue whale reaches adulthood, it has no enemies in the natural world. No shark is large enough, no predator fierce enough to threaten a fully grown blue whale. Their size alone is their protection. However, humans have proven to be their greatest threat. During the whaling era of the 20th century, hundreds of thousands of blue whales were killed for their oil, meat, and bone. By the 1962, they were on the brink of extinction, with populations reduced to just a few thousand individuals. International protection came in 1966, and slowly, their numbers have begun to recover. Today, perhaps 10,000 to 25,000 blue whales swim in the world's oceans, a fraction of their original population. They still face threats from ship strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and the changing conditions of a warming ocean. To know that the largest animal ever to exist was nearly wiped out by humans is a humbling reminder of our impact on the natural world. Baby blue whales gain 200 pounds every single day. A blue whale calf is born after a pregnancy lasting nearly a year. At birth, it already measures about 23 feet long and weighs around 3 tons. But that's just the beginning. For the first year of its life, the calf drinks up to 50 gallons of its mother's milk each day. This rich, fatty milk helps the baby grow at an astonishing rate, gaining approximately 200 pounds every 24 hours. That's more than 8 pounds per hour. In just the first week of life, a blue whale calf can gain over 1,000 pounds. By the time it's weaned at around 6 to 7 months old, it will have doubled in length. This incredible growth rate is necessary for the calf to survive in the cold ocean waters and to keep up with its mother during the long migration to feeding grounds. To witness such rapid growth is to see nature's efficiency at work, transforming milk into massive muscle and bone at a pace that defies imagination. Sperm whales dive deeper than any other mammal. While blue whales claim the title of largest, sperm whales hold the record for depth. These remarkable creatures can dive over 7,000 feet below the surface, deeper than any other mammal. Some dives may reach even greater depths, plunging into darkness where sunlight never reaches. They can hold their breath for up to 90 minutes, descending into a world of crushing pressure and absolute cold. Sperm whales hunt in these depths, searching for their primary prey, giant squid. The battle between a sperm whale and a giant squid takes place in complete darkness, miles beneath the surface, witnessed by no human eye. Many sperm whales bear scars from these encounters, circular marks from squid suckers covering their skin. To dive so deep requires extraordinary adaptations. Their lungs collapse under pressure, forcing oxygen into their blood and muscles. Their bodies can withstand pressures that would crush most other creatures. When they finally surface, blowing mist from their angled blowholes, they've returned from a realm as alien as outer space. Sperm whales have the largest brain of any animal. Inside the massive head of a sperm whale lies a brain that weighs up to 20 pounds, the largest brain of any creature on Earth. This enormous organ is packed with complex structures, particularly in areas associated with social behavior and communication. Sperm whales live in tight-knit family groups, led by older females, and they rely on sophisticated vocalizations to coordinate and maintain social bonds. They produce loud clicks that can be heard for miles, used both for echolocation and communication. Each whale has a unique click pattern, like a voice print, allowing others to identify who is speaking. Some researchers believe that different clans of sperm whales have distinct dialects, cultural variations passed down through generations. This suggests a level of social complexity and learned behavior that rivals primates. The size of their brain raises profound questions about intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to think. To know that an animal with such a massive brain shares our ocean is both fascinating and humbling. A sperm whale's head contains up to 500 gallons of oil. The distinctive shape of a sperm whale's head comes from the spermaceti organ, a massive cavity filled with a waxy oil called spermaceti. This organ can contain up to 500 gallons of this substance, which gives the sperm whale its name. For centuries, whalers prized this oil for use in lamps, candles, and machinery. But in the living whale, the spermaceti serves a far more important purpose. Scientists believe it plays a role in the whale's echolocation system, helping to focus and direct the powerful clicks they produce. It may also help with buoyancy control during their deep dives. As the whale descends into colder, deeper waters, the oil solidifies, making the whale denser and helping it sink. When it returns to warmer surface waters, the oil liquefies again. This remarkable adaptation allows sperm whales to control their depth with precision, rising and falling through the ocean layers as they hunt. The spermaceti organ is a testament to the ingenious ways life adapts to the challenges of the deep. Humpback whales sing complex songs that can last for hours. Humpback whales are the opera singers of the ocean. Males produce elaborate songs consisting of moans, howls, cries, and other sounds arranged in repeating patterns. These songs can last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, and a whale may sing continuously for hours, repeating the same song over and over. What makes these songs remarkable is their complexity and their evolution. All the males in a population sing roughly the same song at any given time, but the song changes gradually, over weeks and months. New phrases are added, old ones drop away, and the structure shifts. By the end of a breeding season, the song may be completely different from how it started. These songs travel vast distances through the ocean, potentially allowing whales to communicate over hundreds of miles. Scientists believe the songs play a role in mating, perhaps allowing males to attract females or establish dominance. To hear a humpback whale song is to experience one of nature's most haunting and beautiful performances, a symphony composed and performed by giants in the deep. Humpback whale songs evolve and spread across oceans. The songs of humpback whales don't just change within a single population, they spread. When whales from different regions encounter each other during migrations, they can learn new songs or song elements from one another. Researchers have documented songs originating in one population and spreading across the Pacific Ocean over the course of several years, moving from group to group like a hit song traveling across radio stations. This cultural transmission of song demonstrates a level of learning and social complexity that was once thought unique to humans and a few other species. The songs don't just mutate randomly. They evolve in a directed way, with new variations being adopted by the group. Some songs become more popular and spread widely, while others fade away. This suggests that humpback whales have preferences, a sense of what makes a song appealing. The idea that whales have culture, traditions passed between individuals and across generations, transforms how we understand these creatures. They are not just following instinct. They are learning, creating, and sharing across the vast expanse of the ocean. Humpback whales protect other animals from predators. Humpback whales have been observed doing something remarkable and unexpected. They intervene to protect other animals from predators, particularly from attacks by killer whales. Scientists have documented dozens of instances where humpbacks rushed in to disrupt an orca hunt. even when the prey was another species entirely, including seals, sea lions, grey whale calves, and even fish. The humpbacks use their massive bodies to shield the prey, slapping the water with their powerful flippers or positioning themselves between the victim and the attackers. Sometimes they lift seals onto their bellies or heads, holding them out of the water until the orcas give up and leave. Why do they do this? Some researchers suggest it may be because humpbacks have their own history with killer whales. Orcas sometimes attack humpback calves, and adult humpbacks may have learned to respond aggressively to orcas whenever they encounter them hunting. This protective behavior might be an extension of that response, a generalized instinct to disrupt orca attacks, regardless of the target. Whatever the reason, to witness a 40-ton whale acting as a protector for a small seal is to see compassion, or something like it, expressed across species boundaries. Grey whales migrate farther than almost any other mammal. Every year, grey whales undertake one of the longest migrations of any mammal on Earth. They travel from their feeding grounds in the cold waters of the Arctic and northern Pacific down to the warm lagoons of Baja California, Mexico, where they give birth. This round trip can cover more than 12,000 miles, and some individuals travel even farther. The journey takes several months each way, during which the whales barely eat, relying on fat reserves built up during the summer feeding season. Pregnant females make this journey while carrying a calf, and then make the return trip with a newborn in tow. The calves are born in the shallow, protected lagoons, where the warm water and shelter allow them to build strength before facing the open ocean. Once strong enough, mother and calf begin the long journey north, the calf nursing throughout. This annual migration has been happening for thousands of years, following routes etched into the memory and instinct of these remarkable travelers. To follow the path of a grey whale is to trace a line across the ocean that speaks of endurance, determination, and the pull of ancient rhythms. Grey whales feed by filtering mud from the ocean floor. Unlike other large whales that feed in the water column, grey whales are bottom feeders. They dive to the seafloor, turn on their sides, and use their mouths to scoop up sediment. Then they filter the mud through their baleen plates, trapping small crustaceans, worms, and other invertebrates living in the sediment. This feeding method leaves distinctive marks on the ocean floor, trails, and pits that can be seen from above. It also means that grey whales often have barnacles and scars on one side of their heads more than the other, evidence of their sideways feeding style. This diet of bottom-dwelling creatures requires grey whales to feed in relatively shallow waters, where light still reaches the floor. During the summer feeding season in the Arctic, they consume enormous quantities of these tiny prey, building up the fat reserves they'll need for their long migration and the winter months when they barely eat at all. Their feeding method is unique among the great whales, a specialized strategy that allows them to exploit a food source other giants cannot access. Orcas are not actually whales, but the largest dolphins. Despite being commonly called killer whales, orcas are not true whales at all. They belong to the dolphin family, making them the largest dolphins in the ocean. A male orca can reach up to 26 feet in length and weigh over 6 tons. What sets orcas apart from other dolphins is not just their size, but their intelligence, social complexity, and position as apex predators. Orcas hunt in coordinated groups, using sophisticated strategies to take down prey much larger than themselves, including seals, sharks, and even other whales. Different populations of orcas have developed distinct cultures, with unique hunting techniques, vocalizations, and even food preferences passed down through generations. Some groups specialize in hunting fish, others in marine mammals, These cultural differences are so pronounced that some scientists believe different orca populations may actually be separate species. The fact that the ocean's most formidable predator is technically a dolphin is one of nature's fascinating contradictions. It reminds us that size and fearsome reputation don't always align with scientific classification. Orcas have complex social structures led by matriarchs. Orca society is built around the oldest females. These matriarchs lead family groups called pods, which typically include their daughters, sons, and grandchildren. Male orcas rarely leave their mother's side, staying with her for their entire lives. This creates a society where wisdom and experience are concentrated in the older females, who pass down knowledge about hunting grounds, migration routes, and prey to younger generations. The bonds between family members are strong and lifelong. Pod members communicate using a repertoire of calls and whistles, with each pod having its own distinct dialect. These vocalizations are so unique that researchers can identify which pod an orca belongs to just by listening. When a matriarch dies, it can have profound effects on the pod. Her knowledge and leadership are gone, and the group must adapt. Some pods have been observed staying with deceased members for days, a behavior that suggests grief or mourning. The complexity of orca society challenges our understanding of animal culture and emotion. These are creatures with family bonds, traditions, and perhaps even the capacity for sorrow. Orcas hunt in coordinated groups using sophisticated strategies. Orcas are masters of cooperative hunting. Different pods have developed specialized techniques for capturing prey, strategies that are taught to young orcas and refined over generations. In Antarctica, some orcas hunt seals, resting on ice floes by creating waves that wash the seals off into the water. They swim in formation toward the ice, generating a wave that crashes over it. If the seal doesn't fall off, they'll try again, sometimes multiple times, until they succeed. In other regions, orcas have been observed beaching themselves temporarily to grab seals from the shore, a risky technique that requires precise timing and practice. Some pods hunt massive blue whales, working together to exhaust and drown them. Others have learned to flip sharks upside down, inducing a state called tonic immobility that paralyzes the shark. This allows the orcas to access the shark's nutrient-rich liver while avoiding injury. Each of these techniques requires communication, coordination, and learning. Young orcas spend years practicing under the guidance of adults before they master these skills. To watch orcas hunt is to witness intelligence and teamwork on a level rarely seen in the animal kingdom. Whale sharks are the largest fish in the ocean. Among fish, nothing compares to the whale shark. These gentle giants can grow up to 40 feet long or more, with the largest confirmed individual measuring over 60 feet. Despite their enormous size, whale sharks are filter feeders, consuming plankton, small fish, and fish eggs by swimming with their massive mouths open. Their mouths can be up to 5 feet wide, and they filter water through gill rakers that trap food particles while allowing water to pass through. Whale sharks are found in warm waters around the world, often near the surface where plankton blooms and fish spawn. They are slow swimmers, typically moving at around 3 miles per hour, making them easy to approach for divers and researchers. Each whale shark has a unique pattern of spots and stripes on its skin, like a fingerprint, allowing scientists to identify individuals and track them over time. Despite their size and widespread distribution, much about whale sharks remains mysterious. Where do they breed? How long do they live? These questions are still being answered. To swim alongside a whale shark is to feel humbled by its peaceful enormity, a giant that glides through the water without aggression or fear. Whale sharks can live for over 100 years. Recent research suggests that whale sharks may be among the longest-lived fish in the ocean. By analyzing growth bands in their vertebrae, similar to counting tree rings, scientists have estimated that whale sharks can live for over 100 years, possibly up to 130 years or more. This means that a whale shark swimming today could have been born in the 19th century, before airplanes existed, before world wars, before most of modern human history. Such a long lifespan has implications for how we understand their reproduction and population dynamics. Whale sharks likely don't reach sexual maturity until they're several decades old, which means they reproduce slowly. This makes them vulnerable to overfishing and population decline. If too many are killed before they have a chance to reproduce, the population cannot recover quickly. The idea that these gentle giants live for a century or more adds to their mystique. They are not just large fish, but ancient travelers, swimming through the changing ocean across multiple human lifetimes. Giant manta rays have the largest brain of any fish. Manta rays are among the most graceful creatures in the ocean, gliding through the water with wings that can span up to 23 feet across. But what truly sets them apart is their intelligence. Manta rays have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any fish, with a brain that can weigh up to several pounds. Their brains are particularly developed in areas associated with learning, problem-solving, and communication. Researchers have observed manta rays demonstrating curiosity, playfulness, and even self-awareness. In captivity and in the wild, manta rays have been seen interacting with their reflections, a behavior associated with self-recognition that few animals exhibit. They can learn to navigate complex environments, remember locations, and interact socially with other mantas. Like whale sharks, each manta ray has a unique pattern of spots on its underside, allowing researchers to identify individuals. Some mantas have been observed returning to the same cleaning stations year after year, suggesting long-term memory. These creatures challenge the notion that fish are simple, instinct-driven animals. Manta rays show us that intelligence in the ocean takes many forms. Manta rays travel to cleaning stations to have parasites removed. Throughout the ocean, certain locations serve as cleaning stations, places where small fish gather to feed on parasites and dead skin from larger animals. Manta rays are regular visitors to these stations, arriving to have parasites removed from their skin and gills. They glide slowly over the reef, while small fish called cleaner wrasses and other small fish dart in and out, picking off parasites and bits of debris. During this process, the mantas often perform a kind of dance, rolling and turning to give the cleaners access to different parts of their bodies, including their mouths and gill slits. These cleaning interactions can last for several minutes, and mantas will often queue up, waiting their turn at popular stations. Some mantas travel long distances to reach these locations, suggesting they remember where the stations are and plan their visits. The relationship between cleaner fish and mantas is mutually beneficial. The cleaners get a meal, and the mantas stay healthy. These cleaning stations are hubs of social activity, where mantas encounter one another and interact, making them important not just for health, but for social bonding. Manta rays leap out of the water in spectacular displays. Every so often, a manta ray does something extraordinary. It launches itself out of the water in a graceful leap, sometimes reaching heights of several feet before crashing back down with a tremendous splash. These breaches are spectacular to witness. A creature weighing over a ton flying through the air. Scientists are still uncertain why mantas breach. Some believe it helps dislodge parasites. Others think it may be a form of communication, the sound of the splash carrying through the water to signal to other mantas. It could also be a display of strength or playfulness, or even an attempt to escape predators. What is clear is that breaching requires significant energy and strength. The ray must build up speed underwater, then angle upward sharply to break the surface. Not all mantas breach, and those that do may only do it occasionally. To see a manta ray leap is to witness a moment of wild joy, a giant taking flight for just a few seconds before returning to the embrace of the sea. Giant squid have eyes the size of dinner plates. Deep in the ocean, where light fades to nothing, lives one of the most elusive and mysterious creatures on Earth, the giant squid. These immense cephalopods can grow to lengths of over 40 feet, with tentacles that stretch even longer. But what's most striking about them are their eyes, the largest of any animal. A giant squid's eye can measure up to 10 inches in diameter, about the size of a dinner plate. These enormous eyes allow them to detect faint traces of light in the deep sea, helping them spot both prey and predators in near total darkness. The size of their eyes also helps them see bioluminescent flashes, the ghostly glows produced by many deep-sea creatures. With such large eyes, giant squid can detect the silhouettes of approaching sperm whales, their primary predator, giving them a chance to escape. Despite their size, giant squid remain largely mysterious. Most of what we know comes from dead or dying specimens that wash ashore or are found in the stomachs of whales. Living giant squid were only filmed in their natural habitat for the first time in the 21st century, revealing creatures both alien and magnificent. Giant squid have 8 arms and 2 longer feeding tentacles. Like other squid, giant squid have 8 arms surrounding their mouths, each lined with hundreds of suction cups, but they also have 2 longer, specialized tentacles used for capturing prey. These feeding tentacles can shoot out rapidly to grab fish or other squid, then retract to bring the prey to the arms and mouth. The suction cups on giant squid are equipped with sharp, toothed rings that grip and cut into prey, making escape nearly impossible. Once caught, the prey is pulled to the squid's beak, a hard, sharp structure similar to a parrot's beak, which tears the food into pieces small enough to swallow. The combination of arms, tentacles, suction, and beak makes the giant squid a formidable predator in the deep sea. Their hunting takes place in darkness, guided by those enormous eyes, and perhaps by sensing vibrations in the water. Though we rarely see them, giant squid are active hunters, roaming the mid-water depths in search of food. Each encounter with prey is a brief, violent event, a flash of tentacles in the dark before the squid disappears back into the void. Colossal squid are even larger and more mysterious than giant squid. If the giant squid is elusive, the colossal squid is even more so. Found in the deep waters around Antarctica, the colossal squid is believed to be the largest invertebrate on Earth, potentially outweighing even the giant squid. While giant squid are longer, colossal squid are heavier and bulkier, with a body that can weigh over 1,000 pounds. Their tentacles are equipped with rotating hooks in addition to suction cups, making them even more effective at gripping struggling prey. Very few intact colossal squid have been found. Most evidence of their existence comes from remains found in the stomachs of sperm whales and the occasional specimen caught by deep-sea fishing vessels. In 2007, a fishing boat in Antarctic waters caught a colossal squid that weighed nearly 1,100 pounds, one of the largest invertebrates ever captured. Scientists who examined it found that its eyes were even larger than those of giant squid, and its beak powerful enough to cut through steel cable. The deep Southern Ocean where colossal squid live is one of the harshest and least explored environments on Earth, which is why so little is known about them. They remain creatures of legend and mystery, giants lurking in the coldest, darkest depths, sperm whales and giant squid battle in the deep ocean. One of nature's most dramatic conflicts takes place where no human can witness it, in the deep ocean, where sperm whales hunt giant and colossal squid. Sperm whales dive thousands of feet into darkness, navigating by echolocation, clicking and listening for the echoes that reveal prey. When they find a giant squid, a battle ensues. The squid fights back with its tentacles and hooks, wrapping around the whale's head and trying to escape. Many sperm whales bear the scars of these encounters, circular marks from squid suckers covering their skin, and in some cases, deep wounds from squid hooks. Some whales have even been found with squid beaks lodged in their flesh. The battle is fierce, but brief. The whale's size and power usually win out, and the squid is pulled into the whale's jaws and swallowed. Despite the violence, this is simply the cycle of life in the deep, a predator and prey locked in an ancient struggle. We may never witness such a battle firsthand, but the evidence written on the bodies of sperm whales tells the story. In the abyss, giants clash in darkness, a hidden drama that has played out for millions of years. Some whales form lifelong friendships with individuals outside their family. While many whale species live in family groups, some individuals form bonds with whales outside their immediate kin. These friendships can last for decades. Researchers studying humpback whales have documented pairs and small groups of whales that repeatedly associate with each other across multiple years and even different oceans. These companions travel together, feed together, and sometimes coordinate their movements with remarkable precision. Interestingly, these friendships often form between whales of the same age and sex, suggesting that social preferences exist beyond just family ties. Some whales have been observed maintaining these relationships for over 20 years, reuniting during migration or in shared feeding grounds. The existence of long-term friendships in whales suggests a social and emotional complexity that parallels that of primates and elephants. Whales remember individuals, seek out companions they prefer, and maintain relationships over time and distance. These bonds may provide benefits such as cooperative hunting, protection, or simply companionship. To know that whales have friends, creatures they choose to spend time with year after year, is to recognize that the emotional lives of these giants are richer than we once imagined. Bowhead whales can live for over 200 years. Among all mammals, bowhead whales hold the record for longevity. These Arctic giants can live for over 200 years, making them the longest-lived mammals on Earth. Scientists have confirmed this extraordinary lifespan by finding old harpoon points embedded in the blubber of harvested whales, harpoons of a type that hasn't been used since the 1800s. Further studies using eye tissue and genetic markers have supported estimates of 200 years or more. A bowhead whale alive today could have been born before the American Civil War, before the invention of the light bulb, before the first photographs were taken. Over such a long life, a bowhead experiences the Arctic changing season by season, decade by decade, century by century. They live through the rise and fall of ice, the shifting of ocean currents, and the coming and going of countless other creatures. What allows them to live so long is still being studied, but it likely involves exceptional DNA repair mechanisms and resistance to disease and cancer. To study bowhead whales is to study the secrets of aging itself, written into the genes of a creature that has mastered time. Bowhead whales have the thickest blubber of any animal. Living in the frigid waters of the Arctic requires extreme adaptations, and bowhead whales have evolved one of the best. Their blubber, a thick layer of fat beneath the skin, can be over 20 inches thick, the thickest of any animal. This blubber serves as insulation, keeping the whale warm even in water just above freezing. It also serves as an energy reserve, storing calories that the whale can draw on during times when food is scarce. The blubber is so effective that bowhead whales can survive in waters where ice covers the surface year-round. They use their massive heads, which can be up to a third of their total body length, to break through ice up to a foot thick, creating breathing holes when they need to surface. This combination of thick blubber and powerful skull makes bowhead whales uniquely adapted to life in the ice. While other whales migrate to warmer waters, bowheads spend their entire lives in the Arctic, masters of one of the planet's harshest environments. Right whales were named because they were the right whales to hunt. The name right whale has a tragic origin. Early whalers called them the right whales to hunt because they swam slowly, floated when killed, and provided large quantities of oil and baleen. This made them easy and profitable targets. By the early 20th century, right whale populations had been devastated, reduced to just a few hundred individuals in some regions. Today, the North Atlantic right whale is one of the most endangered large whales, with fewer than 350 individuals remaining. They continue to face threats from ship strikes and, quote, entanglement in fishing gear. Many right whales bear scars from ropes and nets, and some carry gear wrapped around their bodies for months or years, slowly cutting into their flesh. Despite decades of protection, their numbers have not significantly recovered. Every birth is celebrated by conservationists, and every death is mourned as a loss the species can barely afford. The story of right whales is a stark reminder of how quickly humans can bring even the largest creatures to the brink of extinction, and how difficult it is to undo that damage. Right whales have the largest testicles of any animal. In the competition for mates, male right whales have evolved a unique strategy. Instead of fighting other males directly, they compete through sperm. Male right whales have the largest testicles of any animal, each weighing up to 1,100 pounds, with a combined weight of over a ton. This allows them to produce enormous quantities of sperm, increasing the chances that their genes will be passed on when a female mates with multiple males. Female right whales often mate with several males during the breeding season, and the male whose sperm successfully fertilizes her egg is the one who wins the genetic lottery. This system, called sperm competition, has driven the evolution of these extraordinary reproductive organs. It's a quieter, less visible form of competition than the battles seen in some other species, but it's no less intense. For male right whales, success comes not from strength or aggression, but from sheer reproductive capacity. It's one of nature's fascinating solutions to the challenge of reproduction, a reminder that evolution finds many paths to the same goal. Narwhals have a long tusk that is actually a tooth. In the cold Arctic waters swims one of the ocean's most unusual creatures, the narwhal. Often called the unicorn of the sea, the narwhal has a long, spiral tusk protruding from its head. This tusk, which can grow up to 10 feet long, is actually an elongated tooth, specifically a canine tooth that grows through the upper lip. Most commonly, only males have tusks, though occasionally females grow them too. For centuries, people debated the purpose of the tusk. Some thought it was a weapon, others believed it was used to break ice. Recent research has revealed that the tusk is actually a highly sensitive sensory organ, packed with millions of nerve endings. It can detect changes in temperature, pressure, and salinity, helping the narwhal navigate its icy environment and possibly locate prey buried in sediment. Males also use their tusks in displays and gentle sparring, rubbing them together in what may be a form of social communication. The narwhal's tusk is one of nature's most extraordinary adaptations, turning a tooth into a Swiss Army knife of sensory tools. Narwhals can dive to depths of 5,000 feet. Narwhals are not just strange in appearance, they are also extraordinary divers. They can descend to depths of over 5,000 feet, staying underwater for up to 25 minutes at a time. These deep dives take them into the dark, frigid waters beneath the Arctic ice, where they hunt for fish, squid, and shrimp. During winter, when sea ice covers much of their habitat, narwhals may make multiple deep dives each day, searching for food in the only waters accessible to them. Diving so deep under ice is risky. If a narwhal cannot find a breathing hole or a crack in the ice, it can drown. Yet they navigate this perilous environment with skill, using echolocation to map the underside of the ice and find openings. Their ability to survive in such an extreme environment makes narwhals one of the most specialized whales, perfectly adapted to life in a frozen ocean that few other creatures can tolerate. Beluga whales are known as the canaries of the sea. Beluga whales are among the most vocal creatures in the ocean, earning them the nickname canaries of the sea. They produce a wide variety of sounds, including clicks, whistles, chirps, squeals, and bell-like tones. These vocalizations serve many purposes, from echolocation to social communication. Belugas are highly social animals, living in groups that can number in the hundreds, and their constant chatter keeps the group connected. What makes belugas particularly remarkable is their ability to mimic sounds, including human speech patterns. In captivity, some belugas have learned to produce sounds that resemble human words, demonstrating a level of vocal flexibility rare in the animal kingdom. Their white color, which develops as they mature, makes them easy to spot in the dark Arctic waters where they live. Young belugas are born gray or brown, gradually lightening over several years. This white coloration may provide camouflage among ice floes or help them blend with the bright surface when viewed from below. To hear a beluga whale is to experience one of the ocean's most talkative residents, a creature that fills the water with sound. Beluga whales have flexible necks, unlike most other whales. Most whales have fused neck vertebrae, which means they cannot turn their heads independently of their bodies. But beluga whales are different. Their neck vertebrae are not fused, giving them the ability to turn their heads from side to side and up and down. This flexibility provides belugas with a significant advantage in their Arctic environment, where they need to navigate around ice, look for breathing holes, and maneuver in shallow waters. The flexible neck also allows belugas to nod and shake their heads, behaviors they use in social interactions. Researchers have observed belugas turning their heads to look directly at objects or other whales, something most whales cannot do. This adaptation makes them appear more expressive and perhaps more relatable to human observers. Combined with their rounded foreheads, called melons, which they can change shape voluntarily, belugas have a level of facial mobility unusual among whales. It's one more way these remarkable creatures have adapted to life in one of Earth's most challenging environments. Elephant seals can hold their breath for over 2 hours. While whales often get credit for impressive diving abilities, elephant seals deserve recognition too. These massive pinnipeds can dive deeper than 5,000 feet and hold their breath for over 2 hours, longer than any other seal. During these marathon dives, elephant seals hunt for fish and squid in the dark waters of the deep ocean. They spend most of their lives at sea, coming ashore only to breed, give birth, and molt. A female elephant seal may spend 8 to 10 months at sea, diving almost continuously, surfacing only briefly between dives. To accomplish such feats, elephant seals have evolved remarkable adaptations. Their blood contains high concentrations of hemoglobin and myoglobin, proteins that store and transport oxygen. During a dive, their heart rate slows dramatically, sometimes to just a few beats per minute, conserving oxygen. Blood flow is redirected away from non-essential organs and toward the brain and heart. When they finally surface, they take just a few breaths before diving again. These adaptations make elephant seals some of the most accomplished divers in the animal kingdom. Male elephant seals can weigh up to 8,800 pounds. The size difference between male and female elephant seals is among the most extreme in the animal kingdom. Males, called bulls, can weigh up to 8,800 pounds and reach lengths of 16 feet or more. Females, by contrast, typically weigh around 1,500 pounds. This dramatic difference is driven by competition among males for access to females. During breeding season, bulls fight fierce battles for control of harems, using their massive bodies and enlarged noses, called proboscises, to intimidate rivals and attract females. Only the largest, strongest males get to mate. These battles can be violent, with bulls charging at each other, biting, and using their weight to pin opponents. Many bear scars from these contests. The proboscis, which gives elephant seals their name, plays a role in these displays. Males use it to produce loud, resonating calls that echo across the beach. The larger the male, and the more impressive his proboscis, the more likely he is to dominate a breeding area. This intense competition has driven the evolution of extraordinary size in males, making them giants among seals. Walruses use their tusks to haul themselves onto ice. Walruses are instantly recognizable by their long tusks, which can grow up to 3 feet in length. Both males and females have tusks, which are actually elongated canine teeth. While tusks serve multiple purposes, one of their most practical uses is helping walruses haul themselves out of the water onto ice floes. They hook their tusks onto the edge of the ice and pull their massive bodies up, a behavior that has earned them the scientific name odobenus, meaning tooth walker. Tusks also serve as weapons in disputes over territory or mates, as tools for breaking breathing holes in ice, and as symbols of social status. In walrus society, tusk size matters. Individuals with larger tusks often have higher social rank and better access to prime resting spots. Walruses live in large groups, sometimes numbering in the thousands, and they haul out together on ice or rocky beaches. In these crowded gatherings, tusks help establish and maintain the social hierarchy. To watch a walrus use its tusks to climb onto ice is to see a perfectly adapted tool, evolved over millions of years for life in the Arctic. Walruses have thousands of whiskers that help them find food. A walrus's face is covered with hundreds of thick, stiff whiskers called vibrissae. These aren't just for show. They are highly sensitive sensory organs that help walruses find food in the dark, murky waters of the seafloor. Walruses feed primarily on clams, mussels, and other bottom-dwelling invertebrates. They dive to the ocean floor, sometimes to depths of 300 feet, and use their whiskers to probe the sediment, feeling for prey buried in the mud. Once they locate a clam, they use suction to pull the soft body out of the shell, leaving the shell behind. A single walrus can consume thousands of clams in one feeding session. Their whiskers are so sensitive that they can detect the tiniest movements and textures, allowing them to efficiently locate prey even in complete darkness or cloudy water. This remarkable sensory system makes walruses highly effective hunters despite the challenging conditions of their environment. The whiskers themselves are tough and durable, able to withstand constant contact with rough sediment and sharp shells. It's a simple but brilliant adaptation that allows these giants to thrive in the harsh Arctic. Sea lions are incredibly agile swimmers despite their size. On land, sea lions move with an awkward waddle, pulling themselves forward with their front flippers. But in the water, they transform into graceful, agile swimmers. Sea lions can reach speeds of up to 25 miles per hour and perform acrobatic maneuvers, twisting, spinning, and changing direction with ease. Their front flippers act like wings, propelling them through the water with powerful strokes, while their rear flippers steer. This combination gives them exceptional control and speed, making them formidable hunters. Sea lions feed on fish, squid, and octopus, chasing down fast-moving prey with bursts of speed and quick turns. They can dive to depths of 600 feet or more, holding their breath for up to 20 minutes. Young sea lions are playful, spending hours chasing each other, riding waves, and exploring their surroundings. This play serves a purpose, helping them develop the swimming skills they'll need as adults. To watch sea lions in the water is to see animals completely in their element, moving with a grace and power that seems almost effortless. Leopard seals are Antarctica's apex predator. In the icy waters around Antarctica, leopard seals reign as the top predator. These sleek, powerful hunters can grow up to 11 feet long and weigh over 1,000 pounds. Unlike most seals, which have relatively small heads and gentle features, leopard seals have large heads with powerful jaws filled with sharp, interlocking teeth. They are built for hunting, and their diet is diverse. Leopard seals eat fish, squid, and penguins, but they're perhaps most famous for their hunting of other seals, particularly young crabeater seals. When hunting penguins, leopard seals patrol the waters near penguin colonies, waiting for birds to enter the water. Once a penguin is caught, the seal shakes it violently to remove the feathers and skin before eating it. Despite their fearsome reputation, leopard seals are also curious and have been known to approach divers. Some photographers and researchers have reported playful interactions, with seals bringing them penguins or gently mouthing camera equipment. These encounters reveal a more complex side to these predators, creatures capable of both ferocity and curiosity. Crabeater seals are the most numerous seal species. Despite their name, crabeater seals don't actually eat crabs. They feed almost exclusively on krill, the small shrimp-like crustaceans that form the base of the Antarctic food web. What makes crabeater seals remarkable is their numbers. With an estimated population of 7 to 15 million individuals, they may be the most numerous large mammal on Earth after humans. They are found throughout the pack ice around Antarctica, living solitary or in small groups. Crabeater seals have specially adapted teeth with multiple cusps that act as a filter, allowing them to strain krill from the water while expelling seawater. This efficient feeding system allows them to thrive in an environment where food can be abundant but patchily distributed. Despite their numbers, crabeater seals are rarely seen by humans because they live in one of the most remote and inaccessible regions of the planet. Many individuals bear scars from leopard seal attacks, evidence of the constant predation pressure they face. Yet their population remains strong, a testament to their successful adaptation to life in the Antarctic ice. Manatees are related to elephants. At first glance, manatees seem to have little in common with elephants. One lives in water, the other on land. One is streamlined and rotund, the other massive with a trunk and tusks. Yet genetic studies have revealed that manatees, along with their relatives, the dugongs, share a common ancestor with elephants. Both belong to a group called Painungulata, which diverged from other mammals over 60 million years ago. Some physical similarities hint at this relationship. Both manatees and elephants have thick skin, a slow metabolism, and continuous tooth replacement throughout their lives. As their molars wear down, new ones move forward from the back of the jaw, a feature rare among mammals. This connection reminds us that evolution takes surprising paths, transforming land-dwelling ancestors into gentle marine herbivores. Manatees are sometimes called sea cows, but perhaps they should be called sea elephants. They represent one of nature's most unexpected evolutionary journeys, from land giants to aquatic grazers, moving slowly through warm coastal waters. Manatees eat up to 10% of their body weight in plants daily. Manatees are pure herbivores, feeding on seagrass, algae, and other aquatic plants. To fuel their large bodies, which can weigh up to 1,200 pounds, they must eat enormous quantities of vegetation. A single manatee can consume up to 10% of its body weight in plants each day, spending 6 to 8 hours grazing. This makes them important for maintaining healthy seagrass beds, which provide habitat for countless other species. Manatees are gentle and slow-moving, typically cruising at speeds of just 3 to 5 miles per hour. They prefer warm, shallow waters where seagrass grows abundantly, and they're often found in rivers, estuaries, and coastal areas. During winter, manatees in Florida congregate around warm water springs and power plant outflows to avoid cold stress. They are sensitive to cold, and water temperatures below 68 degrees Fahrenheit can be dangerous for them. Despite their size, manatees have few natural predators. Their main threats come from humans, including boat strikes, habitat loss, and pollution. Conservation efforts have helped their numbers recover in recent years, but they remain vulnerable. Dugongs are the only strictly marine herbivores. While manatees live in both freshwater and saltwater, their close relatives, the dugongs, are exclusively marine. Found in the warm coastal waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, dugongs graze on seagrass in shallow bays and lagoons. They have a more streamlined body than manatees and a fluked tail, similar to a whale's, rather than the rounded paddle of a manatee. Dugongs are shy and elusive, often feeding at night to avoid detection. They use their flexible snouts to root through the sediment, pulling up seagrass, including the roots, which are nutritious. A single dugong can leave distinct feeding trails on the seafloor, bare patches where the seagrass has been completely removed. Over time, these feeding patterns can shape entire ecosystems. Dugongs have been part of human culture for thousands of years, appearing in Aboriginal Australian rock art and in the folklore of coastal peoples throughout their range. Some believe that dugongs may have inspired legends of mermaids, as their vaguely human-like behavior when surfacing to breathe and their nursing of calves while holding them at the surface could be mistaken, at a distance, for something more humanoid. Sea otters use tools to crack open shellfish. Sea otters are among the few marine mammals that use tools, demonstrating a level of ingenuity rare in the animal kingdom. When a sea otter catches a hard-shelled prey item like a clam, mussel, or sea urchin, it often selects a rock from the seafloor to use as an anvil. Floating on its back at the surface, the otter places the rock on its chest and repeatedly smashes the shellfish against it until the shell breaks open. Some otters develop preferences for particular rocks, keeping a favorite stone tucked in a loose fold of skin under their forearm and carrying it from dive to dive. This tool use is learned, passed down from mothers to pups, and different populations have slightly different techniques. Sea otters play a crucial role in their ecosystems. By feeding on sea urchins, they prevent these grazers from overrunning kelp forests. When sea otters are present, kelp forests thrive, providing habitat for countless other species. When otters are absent, urchins can create urchin barrens, areas where kelp has been stripped away. the return of sea otters to areas where they were hunted to near extinction has led to the recovery of entire ecosystems, demonstrating how a single species can have an outsized impact on ocean health. Sea otters have the densest fur of any animal. Sea otters lack the thick blubber layer that insulates other marine mammals. Instead, they rely on their fur to stay warm in the cold waters of the North Pacific. And what fur it is? Sea otters have the densest fur of any animal on Earth, with up to 1 million hairs per square inch. For comparison, humans have about 100,000 hairs on their entire head. This incredibly dense fur traps a layer of air next to the skin, providing insulation. To maintain this insulation, otters must keep their fur meticulously clean. They spend hours each day grooming, using their paws to work air into the fur and remove any debris or oil that could reduce its insulating properties. If an otter's fur becomes matted or contaminated with oil, it can lose its ability to retain heat, putting the otter at risk of hypothermia. This vulnerability made sea otters particularly susceptible to oil spills, as even a small amount of oil can damage the fur's structure. The dense fur also made sea otters a target for fur traders in the 18th and 19th centuries, and they were hunted nearly to extinction. Today, they are protected, but their populations remain vulnerable. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping to avoid drifting apart. One of the most endearing behaviors of sea otters is their habit of holding hands while they sleep. Sea otters often rest and sleep on the water's surface, floating on their backs. To prevent drifting apart from their group, particularly mothers and pups, they will grasp each other's paws, forming a raft of otters linked together. This behavior helps keep the group cohesive and provides safety in numbers. Sometimes, otters will also wrap themselves in kelp before sleeping, anchoring themselves to the floating seaweed so they don't drift away with the current. These rafts of otters can include dozens of individuals, all floating together, rising and falling with the gentle swells. To observe this is to witness a simple but profound form of connection, creatures finding comfort and security in touch. It's a reminder that even in the vast ocean, companionship matters. Great white sharks can detect a single drop of blood in 25 gallons of water. Great white sharks are apex predators, with senses honed to perfection. Their sense of smell is extraordinarily acute. They can detect blood in the water at concentrations as low as 1 part per million, roughly equivalent to a single drop of blood in 25 gallons of water. Specialized cells in their nostrils detect chemical signals, and because their nostrils are separated, they can determine the direction from which a scent is coming, allowing them to track it to its source. But smell is just one tool in their sensory arsenal. Great whites also have excellent vision, particularly in low light, and they can detect the electrical fields produced by the muscles and nerves of other animals, using special organs called ampullae of Lorenzini. These gel-filled pores on their snouts can sense electric fields as weak as 1/1000th of a volt, allowing them to detect prey hidden in sand or murky water. This combination of senses makes great white sharks nearly perfect hunters, capable of finding prey in almost any condition. To be hunted by a great white is to be pursued by a creature that can sense you in ways you cannot sense it, a predator that reads the ocean like a book. Great white sharks can swim at speeds up to 35 miles per hour. When a great white shark attacks, it does so with explosive power and speed. These sharks can reach burst speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, fast enough to launch themselves completely out of the water in a behavior called breaching. This occurs most famously when hunting seals near the surface. The shark approaches from below, building speed, then strikes upward with tremendous force, often catching the seal entirely off guard. The momentum carries both predator and prey into the air, a spectacular and terrifying display. Great whites breach more than any other shark species, and they do so with more height and frequency. Off the coast of South Africa, near Seal Island, researchers have documented hundreds of breaches, studying the technique and success rate. The shark must time the attack perfectly, approaching from the right angle and distance. A successful breach ends with a seal in the shark's jaws. An unsuccessful one leaves the shark crashing back into the water, empty-mouthed, forced to try again. This hunting strategy requires intelligence, experience, and physical power, all of which great whites possess in abundance. Great white sharks can live for over 70 years. For a long time, scientists believed great white sharks lived for only about 20 to 30 years. But recent research has revealed that they live much longer. By examining growth rings in the vertebrae of deceased sharks, researchers have determined that great whites can live for 70 years or more. Some females may not reach sexual maturity until they're in their 30s, which means they spend decades growing and learning before they reproduce. This long lifespan has important implications for conservation. Sharks that mature late and reproduce slowly are vulnerable to overfishing and population decline. If too many are killed before they have a chance to reproduce, the population cannot recover quickly. Great white sharks are now protected in many parts of the world, but they still face threats from illegal fishing, bycatch, and habitat degradation. The idea that a great white shark swimming today might have been born in the 1,950 seconds, experiencing decades of ocean changes, adds to their mystique. These are not mindless eating machines, but long-lived individuals with complex lives. Hammerhead sharks have 360-degree vision. The distinctive hammer-shaped head of hammerhead sharks, called a cephalofoil, has puzzled scientists for years. Recent research suggests it provides several advantages, one of which is exceptional vision. The wide-set eyes on either end of the hammer give hammerheads a nearly 360-degree field of vision, allowing them to see above, below, in front, and behind them simultaneously. This panoramic view helps them locate prey and avoid predators. The hammer also houses an expanded network of ampullae of Lorenzini, the electrical sensors that detect prey hidden in the sand. By sweeping their heads from side to side as they swim, hammerheads scan the seafloor like a metal detector, searching for buried stingrays and flatfish. The shape may also improve maneuverability, acting like a wing or rudder that allows for quick, precise turns. Hammerheads are social sharks, often seen in schools during the day, sometimes numbering in the hundreds. At night, they break off to hunt individually. The sight of a school of hammerhead sharks is one of the ocean's most mesmerizing spectacles, a gathering of strange and beautiful predators moving as one. Greenland sharks can live for over 400 years. Greenland sharks hold the record as the longest-lived vertebrates on Earth. Using radiocarbon dating of proteins in the islands, scientists have estimated that some Greenland sharks may be over 400 years old. One individual was calculated to be around 392 years old, with a possible range of 272 to 512 years. This means sharks alive today could have been born before the founding of the United States, before Shakespeare wrote his plays, during a time when much of the world was still unmapped. The reasons for their extraordinary longevity are still being studied, but it likely relates to their cold environment and slow metabolism. Cold temperatures slow biological processes, reducing wear and tear on cells. Greenland sharks also grow very slowly, reaching sexual maturity only after about 150 years. This makes them extremely vulnerable to overfishing, as it takes centuries to replace a single individual. To know that these ancient creatures swim in the deep Arctic waters, carrying with them centuries of experience, is to feel the weight of time itself. They are living links to the distant past, witnesses to centuries of change. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. The anatomy of an octopus is as alien as it is fascinating. They have 3 hearts. 2 branchial hearts pump blood through the gills, where it picks up oxygen, and 1 systemic heart pumps oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. When an octopus swims, the systemic heart stops beating, which is why octopuses prefer to crawl rather than swim, as swimming exhausts them. Their blood is blue, not red, because it uses a copper-based molecule called hemocyanin to carry oxygen, rather than the iron-based hemoglobin used by mammals. Hemocyanin is more efficient at transporting oxygen in cold, low-oxygen environments, which makes it well-suited for life in the ocean. Octopuses also have highly developed nervous systems. About 2/3 of their neurons are located in their arms, meaning each arm can act semi-independently, tasting, touching, and even making decisions without direct input from the brain. This distributed intelligence allows octopuses to multitask, with different arms exploring different areas simultaneously. To watch an octopus move is to see a creature that operates on entirely different principles from vertebrates, a being built on a blueprint that evolution took in a radically different direction. Octopuses can change color and texture in an instant. One of the most remarkable abilities of octopuses is their capacity for camouflage. They can change the color, pattern, and texture of their skin in less than a second, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. This is achieved through specialized skin cells called chromatophores, which contain pigments, and other cells called iridophores and leucophores, which reflect light. By expanding or contracting these cells, the octopus can produce a dazzling array of colors and patterns, but it doesn't stop there. Octopuses can also change the texture of their skin, raising or lowering small bumps and ridges called papillae to mimic the roughness of rocks, coral, or sand. This combination of color and texture change makes them nearly invisible to both predators and prey. Some species can even mimic other animals, such as lionfish or sea snakes, adopting their coloration and behavior to deter attackers. The speed and precision of these changes are astonishing, and scientists are still unraveling how octopuses control such complex transformations. What makes it even more remarkable is that most octopuses are colorblind, relying on other cues to match their environment. It's one of nature's most elegant solutions to the problem of survival in a dangerous world. Giant Pacific octopuses are the largest octopus species. The giant Pacific octopus lives up to its name. This species can grow to enormous sizes, with an arm span of up to 20 feet and weights exceeding 100 pounds. The largest recorded individual weighed 600 pounds, though most are much smaller. These octopuses are found in the cold waters of the North Pacific, from California to Alaska and across to Japan. They are intelligent, curious, and highly adaptable, capable of squeezing through openings as small as their beak, the only hard part of their body. Giant Pacific octopuses are solitary and spend much of their time in dens, crevices in rocks or caves, where they hide from predators and ambush prey. They feed on crabs, clams, shrimp, and fish, using their strong arms and beak to pry open shells and tear apart prey. Like all octopuses, they have excellent problem-solving abilities and have been observed using tools such as carrying coconut shells or clam shells to use as portable shelters. Giant Pacific octopuses live only 3 to 5 years, a surprisingly short lifespan for such a large and intelligent animal. After mating, females lay thousands of eggs and spend months guarding them, never leaving to feed. Once the eggs hatch, the mother dies, having poured all her energy into protecting the next generation. Dolphins sleep with one half of their brain at a time. Dolphins face a unique challenge. They are conscious breathers, meaning they must actively decide to surface and breathe. They cannot breathe automatically while unconscious like humans do. So how do they sleep? Dolphins have evolved a remarkable solution called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. They sleep with one half of their brain at a time, while the other half remains awake and alert. The awake half controls surfacing for breath and keeps watch for predators. After a period of rest, the roles switch, and the other half of the brain sleeps. During this time, the eye opposite the sleeping half of the brain closes, while the other remains open. This allows dolphins to rest while maintaining awareness of their surroundings. They often swim slowly during these rest periods, or they float near the surface. This adaptation is found in all cetaceans, including whales, and it's one of the most extraordinary solutions to the challenges of living in an environment where breathing requires conscious effort. It means that, in a sense, dolphins and whales are never fully asleep, always partially aware, always listening to the ocean around them. Dolphins have been observed using sponges as tools. In Shark Bay, Australia, researchers have documented a remarkable behavior in bottlenose dolphins. Some individuals have learned to use marine sponges as tools, tearing them from the seafloor and wearing them over their rostrums, or beaks, like protective gloves. They use these sponges while foraging on the sandy bottom, where sharp rocks, spines, and stinging creatures pose a risk. The sponge protects the dolphin's sensitive rostrum as it probes the sediment for hidden fish. This tool use is not instinctive. It is learned, passed down from mothers to their offspring, particularly daughters. Only a small subset of the Shark Bay dolphin population engages in this behavior, and genetic studies have shown that sponge users are more closely related to each other than to non-users, suggesting that this knowledge originated with a single, innovative individual and has been passed down through family lines. This is cultural transmission, the sharing of learned behaviors across generations. It demonstrates that dolphins are not only intelligent, but also capable of innovation and teaching. Different dolphin populations around the world have their own unique behaviors, their own cultures, making each group distinct. Dolphins have individual signature whistles like names. Dolphins are highly social and vocal animals, and they have developed a sophisticated system of communication. Each dolphin develops a unique signature whistle within the first few months of life, a sound pattern that functions much like a name. Dolphins use these whistles to identify themselves and to call out to specific individuals. When separated from their group, a dolphin will broadcast its signature whistle, and others will respond with their own, effectively saying, "Here I am," and "I'm over here." Mother and calf pairs use signature whistles to stay in contact, and friends will call to each other using these personalized sounds. What's remarkable is that dolphins can remember the signature whistles of other dolphins for decades, even after long separations. In one study, dolphins recognized the whistles of former tankmates they hadn't seen in over 20 years, the longest social memory ever recorded in a non-human animal. This suggests that dolphins maintain long-term relationships and remember individuals throughout their lives. The use of signature whistles is one more example of the complexity of dolphin society, a world where names matter and relationships endure. Coral reefs are built by tiny animals over thousands of years. Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea, teeming with life and color. Yet these vast structures are built by tiny animals called coral polyps, each no larger than a fingernail. Polyps are related to jellyfish and anemones, and like them, they have stinging tentacles used to capture plankton. Most reef-building corals have a symbiotic relationship with microscopic algae called zooxanthellae, which live inside the polyp's tissues. The algae perform photosynthesis, providing the coral with energy, while the coral provides the algae with a protected environment and access to sunlight. Over time, coral polyps secrete calcium carbonate, forming hard skeletons. As generation after generation of polyps grow, die, and are replaced, these skeletons accumulate, building reefs that can stretch for hundreds of miles. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system in the world, spans over 1,400 miles and can be seen from space. It took thousands of years to form. Coral reefs support an estimated 25% of all marine species, despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor. They provide food, shelter, and breeding grounds for countless organisms. Yet reefs are fragile, vulnerable to warming waters, pollution, and ocean acidification, all of which can cause corals to expel their zooxanthellae in a process called bleaching. Without the algae, corals lose their color and their primary energy source, often leading to death. The fate of coral reefs hangs in the balance, and with them, the fate of the countless creatures that depend on them. Sea turtles navigate across entire ocean basins to return to their birth beaches. Sea turtles are among the ocean's most remarkable navigators. After hatching on a beach, baby sea turtles scramble to the ocean and disappear into the waves, beginning a journey that may last decades. They travel vast distances across ocean basins, feeding and growing in areas far from where they were born. But when it comes time to reproduce, something extraordinary happens. Adult sea turtles return to the exact beach where they hatched, sometimes traveling thousands of miles to get there. How they navigate with such precision remains one of nature's great mysteries. Scientists believe sea turtles use a combination of cues, including the Earth's magnetic field, ocean currents, and possibly even the chemical signature of the beach sand. Some species, like leatherback sea turtles, undertake migrations that span entire oceans, from nesting beaches in the tropics to feeding grounds in cold, productive waters near the poles. These journeys can cover over 10,000 miles in a single year. Sea turtles have been making these migrations for millions of years, long before humans existed, following ancient pathways written into their biology. Leatherback sea turtles are the largest turtles in the world. Among sea turtles, the leatherback stands apart. These giants can grow to over 7 feet in length and weigh up to 2,000 pounds, making them the largest turtles on Earth. Unlike other sea turtles, which have hard shells, leatherbacks have a flexible, rubbery carapace made of a mosaic of small bones embedded in thick, oily skin. This gives them their name and allows them to dive deeper than any other turtle. Leatherbacks can descend to depths of over 4,000 feet, staying underwater for up to 85 minutes. They feed primarily on jellyfish, consuming vast quantities to fuel their enormous bodies. A single leatherback can eat its own body weight in jellyfish every day. To reach the deep waters where jellyfish are abundant, leatherbacks have developed special adaptations. They can maintain their body temperature above the surrounding water, a rare ability among reptiles, which allows them to hunt in cold, deep waters. Despite their size and power, leatherback sea turtles are critically endangered. They face threats from plastic pollution, which they mistake for jellyfish, fishing, gear entanglement, and loss of nesting beaches due to coastal development. Conservation efforts are working to protect these ancient mariners, but their future remains uncertain. Green sea turtles can hold their breath for up to 5 hours. Green sea turtles are named not for the color of their shells, which are usually brown or olive, but for the greenish color of their fat, which comes from their diet of seagrass and algae. These turtles are among the few marine reptiles that are primarily herbivorous as adults, grazing on underwater meadows like the manatees and dugongs. Green sea turtles are excellent divers, capable of holding their breath for extended periods. While actively swimming and foraging, they typically surface every few minutes to breathe. But when resting or sleeping underwater, they can remain submerged for up to 5 hours. During rest, their metabolism slows dramatically, reducing their oxygen needs. Green sea turtles are found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world, and like other sea turtles, they return to specific beaches to nest. Females crawl ashore at night, dig a hole in the sand with their rear flippers, and lay around 100 eggs before covering the nest and returning to the sea. The temperature of the sand determines the sex of the hatchlings, with warmer temperatures producing more females. Climate change is altering beach temperatures, which could skew sex ratios and threaten future populations. Sea turtles have been around for over 100 million years. Sea turtles are ancient creatures, survivors from the age of dinosaurs. They first appeared over 100 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period, when enormous marine reptiles like mosasaurs and plesiosaurs ruled the seas. Sea turtles outlived those giants and countless other species, adapting to changing oceans and surviving multiple mass extinctions. Today's sea turtles look remarkably similar to their ancient ancestors, a testament to how well-suited their body plan is for life in the ocean. Their streamlined shells, powerful flippers, and ability to navigate vast distances have served them well for eons. Yet despite surviving so much, sea turtles now face their greatest threat from a relatively new force on the planet: humans. All 7 species of sea turtles are considered threatened or endangered, victims of hunting, egg harvesting, habitat destruction, pollution, and accidental capture in fishing gear. The fact that creatures who survived for 100 million years are now struggling due to human activities in just a few centuries is sobering. But it also means we have the power to change their fate. Conservation efforts around the world are working to protect sea turtles, and in some regions, populations are beginning to recover. Sunfish are the heaviest bony fish in the ocean. The ocean sunfish, or mola mola, is a creature of extremes. It is the heaviest bony fish in the world, with some individuals weighing over 5,000 pounds. Despite their size, sunfish have a truncated appearance, looking as though the back half of their body is missing. Instead of a typical tail, they have a structure called a clavus, a rounded fin that gives them their distinctive shape. Sunfish feed primarily on jellyfish, consuming vast quantities to fuel their large bodies. They are found in temperate and tropical oceans worldwide, often seen basking at the surface, lying on their sides as if sunbathing. This behavior may help them warm up after deep dives or attract seabirds that clean parasites from their skin. Sunfish are slow swimmers, drifting with currents, but they can dive to depths of over 2,000 feet. Despite their size, they are gentle and curious, sometimes approaching divers. Sunfish face threats from bycatch in fishing nets and ingestion of plastic bags, which they mistake for jellyfish. Their strange appearance and gentle nature make them favorites among those lucky enough to encounter them. Flying fish can glide above the water for hundreds of feet. Flying fish don't truly fly, but their gliding ability is impressive nonetheless. To escape predators, flying fish burst from the water at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour, spreading their enlarged pectoral fins like wings. Once airborne, they can glide for distances of over 600 feet, sometimes reaching heights of more than 4 feet above the surface. Some species also have enlarged pelvic fins, giving them 4 wings and even greater control. While airborne, flying fish can beat their tails against the water's surface to gain additional thrust, extending their flight even further. This ability allows them to escape predators like dolphins, tuna, and marlins that chase them from below. Flying fish are found in tropical and warm temperate oceans around the world, often seen from boats in the open ocean. To witness a school of flying fish launching themselves into the air, glittering in the sunlight before splashing back down, is to see one of the ocean's most delightful spectacles. Their ability to move between 2 worlds, water and air, showcases the creativity of evolution in solving the problem of survival. Jellyfish have existed for over 500 million years. Long before dinosaurs, before fish, even before trees, jellyfish drifted through ancient seas. Fossils show that jellyfish have existed for over 500 million years, making them one of the oldest multicellular life forms still in existence. They have survived multiple mass extinctions and have thrived in oceans across the globe. Jellyfish are remarkably simple creatures. They have no brain, no heart, no bones, and no blood. Their bodies are composed mostly of water, over 95% in some species. Despite their simplicity, jellyfish are effective predators, using stinging cells called cnidocytes to capture prey. These cells contain coiled, harpoon-like structures that inject venom into anything that touches them. Some jellyfish have mild stings that are barely noticeable to humans, while others, like the box jellyfish, have venom potent enough to cause extreme pain or even death. Jellyfish blooms, where large numbers gather, have become more common in recent years, possibly due to overfishing, warming oceans, and pollution, which create favorable conditions for jellyfish while harming their competitors. These ancient creatures are adapting to a changing ocean, thriving where others struggle. The immortal jellyfish can reverse its aging process. Among jellyfish, one species stands out for a remarkable ability. The immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, can potentially live forever. When faced with stress, injury, or old age, this jellyfish can revert to its juvenile polyp stage, essentially restarting its life cycle. It does this through a process called transdifferentiation, where mature cells transform into different types of cells, rebuilding the jellyfish from scratch. This ability makes the immortal jellyfish biologically immortal, though it can still die from disease, predation, or injury. Scientists are studying this species to understand the mechanisms of aging and cellular regeneration, hoping to unlock secrets that could have implications for human medicine. The immortal jellyfish is small, only about the size of a pinky nail, and is found in oceans around the world. Despite its name, populations are not overrunning the seas, as most individuals likely succumb to predators or environmental hazards before they can repeatedly rejuvenate. Still, the concept of an animal that can potentially cheat death has captured imaginations and represents one of nature's most fascinating biological phenomena. Portuguese man-o'-war is not a single animal, but a colony. The Portuguese man-o'-war looks like a jellyfish, but it is actually something even stranger. It is not a single organism, but a colony of specialized individuals called zooids, each performing a specific function. Some zooids form the gas-filled float that sits on the surface, resembling a sail. Others make up the long, venomous tentacles that trail beneath, sometimes extending over 100 feet. Still others handle digestion, reproduction, or defense. These zooids are so specialized that they cannot survive independently. They function as a single organism, despite being made up of many. The float is filled with gas and can be deflated to allow the man-o'-war to submerge briefly, avoiding surface predators or harsh weather. The tentacles are covered with nematocysts, stinging cells that inject venom into prey, primarily small fish. The sting is extremely painful to humans and can cause welts, fever, and in rare cases, more serious reactions. Portuguese man-o'-war drift with ocean currents and winds, often washing ashore in large numbers after storms. Their appearance on beaches can close swimming areas, as even detached tentacles retain their sting. To encounter one is to meet not a single creature, but an entire community working as one. Humpback whales use bubble nets to catch fish. Humpback whales have developed one of the most sophisticated hunting techniques in the ocean, known as bubble net feeding. A group of humpback whales will work together to herd schools of fish or krill into a tight ball. One or more whales dive deep below the school and begin swimming in an upward spiral, exhaling as they go. The bubbles form a cylindrical curtain that rises toward the surface, trapping and concentrating the prey. Meanwhile, other whales may vocalize, producing loud calls that further panic and confuse the fish, keeping them inside the bubble net. Once the prey is tightly packed, the whales swim up through the center of the bubble column with their mouths wide open, engulfing massive amounts of fish and water. They then use their baleen plates to filter out the water, swallowing the fish. This cooperative hunting requires precise timing and coordination. Each whale has a specific role, and they must work together for the technique to succeed. Researchers have observed that bubble net feeding groups often consist of the same individuals year after year, suggesting that these partnerships are maintained over long periods. To witness bubble net feeding is to see intelligence and cooperation on display, a carefully choreographed dance of giants. Some whales have been observed mourning their dead. Whales display behaviors that suggest they experience grief. There have been numerous documented cases of whales, particularly orcas and pilot whales, staying with dead group members for extended periods. Mothers have been seen carrying their dead calves, supporting them at the surface for days or even weeks, unwilling to let them go. In one heartbreaking case, an orca mother carried her dead calf for 17 days, swimming over 1,000 miles, with the body balanced on her head or pushed through the water. Other members of her pod took turns helping her support the calf, a behavior that suggests shared grief. Pilot whales and other toothed whales have been observed in similar vigils, gathering around a deceased individual and refusing to leave. These behaviors serve no apparent survival function. They cost energy and time, and they can put the mourners at risk, yet they persist, suggesting an emotional response to loss. While we cannot know what whales feel, their actions speak of something profound, a connection to one another that extends beyond life. To witness or hear of such behavior is to recognize that the depths of emotion in these creatures may mirror our own. Fin whales are the second largest animals on Earth. After the blue whale, the fin whale holds the title of second largest animal on Earth. These sleek giants can grow up to 85 feet long and weigh as much as 80 tons. Fin whales are built for speed, earning them the nickname greyhounds of the sea. They can swim at sustained speeds of over 20 miles per hour and reach bursts of up to 30 miles per hour, making them the fastest of the great whales. Like blue whales, fin whales are baleen whales, feeding on krill, small fish, and squid by filtering huge volumes of water. They have a unique asymmetrical coloring, with the right side of their jaw being white and the left side being dark. Scientists believe this coloration may help them hunt, as they often roll on their sides while feeding, and the white jaw may startle or confuse prey. Fin whales produce powerful, low-frequency calls that can travel hundreds of miles through the ocean. some of the loudest sounds produced by any animal. These calls are so low that much of them fall below the range of human hearing. Fin whales were heavily hunted during the whaling era, and their populations were severely depleted. Today, they are protected, and their numbers are slowly recovering, though they remain endangered in many regions. Minke whales are the smallest baleen whales. Among the baleen whales, minke whales are the smallest, growing to lengths of about 25 to 30 feet. Despite their relatively modest size compared to their giant relatives, minke whales are still impressive creatures. They are found in oceans worldwide, from tropical to polar waters, making them one of the most widespread whale species. Minke whales are curious and often approach boats, a behavior that has made them favorites among whale watchers. They feed on small fish and krill, using their baleen plates to filter food from the water. Minke whales are known for their speed and agility, capable of quick bursts and sudden changes in direction. During the whaling era, they were initially ignored in favor of larger species, but as populations of bigger whales declined, minke whales became targets. Today, they remain the most commonly hunted whale species in countries that still practice whaling, despite international regulations. Minke whale populations are generally more stable than those of larger whales, but they still face threats from hunting, entanglement, and environmental changes. Pilot whales are actually large dolphins. Despite their name, pilot whales are not true whales, but members of the dolphin family, closely related to orcas. There are two species, long-finned and short-finned pilot whales, distinguished by the length of their pectoral fins. Pilot whales can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh several thousand pounds. They live in tight-knit social groups called pods, which can number from a few individuals to several hundred. These pods are matrilineal, led by older females, and members maintain strong bonds throughout their lives. Pilot whales are deep divers, hunting squid at depths of over 3,000 feet. They use echolocation to navigate and find prey in the darkness of the deep ocean. Pilot whales are highly vocal, communicating with a complex array of clicks, whistles, and calls. Tragically, pilot whales are known for mass strandings, where entire pods beach themselves. The reasons for these strandings are not fully understood but may involve sick or injured individuals being followed ashore by their loyal podmates, or navigation errors caused by coastal geography or human-made sonar. Beaked whales are among the most mysterious marine mammals. Beaked whales are a diverse family of deep-diving whales that remain among the least known of all marine mammals. There are over 20 species of beaked whales, and some are known only from a handful of sightings or strandings. They spend most of their lives in deep offshore waters, surfacing briefly and infrequently, making them difficult to study. Beaked whales have elongated snouts or beaks, and males of many species have unusual teeth that protrude from their lower jaws. Some species have only 2 teeth, which may be used in fights between males. Beaked whales are extraordinary divers. Cuvier's beaked whale holds the record for the deepest dive by any mammal, reaching depths of nearly 10,000 feet and staying submerged for over 2 hours. At such depths, they hunt for squid and deep-sea fish in complete darkness. Beaked whales are vulnerable to naval sonar, which can disorient them and cause them to surface too quickly, leading to decompression, sickness, and death. Several mass strandings of beaked whales have been linked to military exercises using powerful sonar systems. Giant clams are the largest mollusks in the world. In the warm, shallow waters of the Indo-Pacific, giant clams lie embedded in coral reefs, their colorful mantles exposed to the sunlight. These are the largest mollusks on Earth. with shells that can measure over 4 feet across and weigh more than 500 pounds. Despite their fearsome reputation in old adventure stories, giant clams cannot trap divers. They close their shells slowly, taking several seconds, giving plenty of time to move away. Giant clams are filter feeders, drawing water through their bodies and extracting plankton and organic particles. But they have another source of nutrition. Like corals, giant clams have a symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae algae that live in their tissues. These algae photosynthesize, providing the clam with energy from sunlight. The vibrant colors of a giant clam's mantle come from these algae and from pigments that protect the clam from intense tropical sun. Giant clams can live for over 100 years, growing slowly and steadily. They are threatened by overharvesting for their meat and shells, as well as habitat destruction. Conservation efforts and aquaculture programs are working to protect wild populations. Chambered nautiluses have survived unchanged for millions of years. The chambered nautilus is often called a living fossil, and for good reason. These remarkable cephalopods have remained virtually unchanged for over 500 million years, predating fish, dinosaurs, and countless other life forms that have come and gone. Nautiluses have beautiful spiral shells divided into chambers. As the nautilus grows, it adds new, larger chambers to its shell and moves its body into them, sealing off the old chambers with walls. These chambers are filled with gas, which provides buoyancy and allows the nautilus to control its depth in the water. Unlike their relatives, the octopuses and squids, nautiluses have numerous tentacles, up to 90, which they use to capture prey like shrimp and small fish. They have simple eyes without lenses, which form images through a pinhole camera effect. Nautiluses live in the deep waters around coral reefs in the Indo-Pacific, spending the day at depths of several hundred feet and rising toward the surface at night to feed. They are threatened by overharvesting for their beautiful shells, which are prized by collectors. Coelacanths were thought to be extinct for 65 million years. In 1938, a fishing boat off the coast of South Africa hauled up something extraordinary. Among the catch was a large, odd-looking fish with lobed fins and armor-like scales. It was a coelacanth, a fish that scientists believed had gone extinct 65 million years ago, along with the dinosaurs. The discovery was sensational, a living fossil that had somehow survived in the deep ocean, unknown to science. Coelacanths grow up to 6 feet long and can weigh 200 pounds. They have several unique features, including a joint in their skull that allows them to open their mouths very wide, and lobed, leg-like fins that they move in an alternating pattern, similar to how four-legged animals walk. This has led scientists to study coelacanths for insights into how ancient fish may have transitioned to land. Coelacanths are found in deep caves and crevices along rocky coastlines in the Indian Ocean and Indonesia. They are ovoviviparous, meaning females carry eggs inside their bodies until they hatch, and the gestation period can last up to 5 years. Coelacanths are critically endangered, threatened by accidental capture in deep-sea fishing nets. Whale falls create unique ecosystems on the ocean floor. When a whale dies and its body sinks to the ocean floor, it becomes a whale fall, and it creates an entire ecosystem. In the deep sea, where food is scarce, a whale carcass is a bonanza, providing sustenance for countless creatures. Scavengers like hagfish, sleeper sharks, and giant isopods arrive first, feeding on the soft tissues. This stage can last for months or even years, depending on the size of the whale. Once the soft tissues are gone, smaller organisms move in. Bone-eating worms called osedacs burrow into the bones, digesting fats stored within. Bacteria colonize the bones, breaking down remaining organic matter and releasing nutrients. These bacteria support a community of mussels, clams, snails, and other creatures that can't survive anywhere else in the deep ocean. A single whale fall can support a thriving community for decades, and some species are found nowhere else on Earth, living only on whale bones. Whale falls are stepping stones of life in the deep sea, connecting ecosystems across the vast, dark expanse of the abyss. Lanternfish make up the largest animal migration on Earth. Every night, billions upon billions of small fish rise from the deep ocean toward the surface. These are lanternfish, small fish just a few inches long, named for the bioluminescent organs that line their bodies. This nightly journey, called the diel vertical migration, is the largest animal migration on Earth in terms of biomass. Lanternfish spend the day in the deep ocean, where it's dark and cold, hiding from predators. At night, they rise hundreds or even thousands of feet to feed on plankton that blooms near the surface under cover of darkness. Before dawn, they descend again. This migration happens every single night in oceans around the world, involving so many fish that naval sonar operators once mistook the rising schools for the seafloor itself. Lanternfish are a critical link in ocean food webs. They feed on plankton and are eaten by larger fish, squid, seabirds, and marine mammals. They also play a role in the plake's ocean's carbon cycle, feeding at the surface and releasing waste at depth, transporting carbon to the deep sea. Bioluminescence is produced by most deep-sea creatures. In the deep ocean, where sunlight never reaches, darkness is total and absolute. Yet if you could see with the right eyes or instruments, you would find the deep sea is not dark at all. It glitters and glows with bioluminescence, light produced by living organisms. It's estimated that up to 90% of deep-sea creatures produce light in some form. They do this through chemical reactions, involving a light-emitting molecule called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase. When these combine in the presence of oxygen, they produce light with very little heat. Deep-sea animals use bioluminescence for many purposes. Some use it as a lure to attract prey, like the anglerfish, with its glowing lure dangling in front of its mouth. Others use it for camouflage, producing light on their undersides to match the faint glow from above, erasing their silhouettes when viewed from below. Some use bioluminescence for communication, flashing patterns to attract mates or coordinate with others. And some use it defensively, releasing glowing clouds to startle predators or illuminate attackers, making them visible to larger predators. The deep sea is not a world of darkness, but a realm of living light. The Mariana Trench is the deepest place on Earth, the deepest point in the ocean, and, on Earth, is the Challenger, deep in the Mariana Trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean. It reaches a depth of nearly 36,000 feet, almost 7 miles down. If Mount Everest were placed at the bottom of the Challenger Deep, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. The pressure at such depths is crushing, over 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level, equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. The water temperature hovers just above freezing. For decades, scientists believed nothing could survive in such extreme conditions, but they were wrong. When explorers first descended to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in 1960, they saw a flatfish swimming along the seafloor. Since then, remotely operated vehicles and deep-sea submersibles have revealed that life thrives even in the deepest depths. Amphipods, snailfish, and other creatures have been found living at the bottom of the trench, adapted to the incredible pressure. Some of these animals have unique adaptations, like bodies filled with pressure-resistant compounds, and proteins that function despite the extreme conditions. The deep trenches remind us that life finds a way, even in the most inhospitable environments. Hydrothermal vents support life without sunlight. In 1977, scientists exploring the deep ocean floor near the Galapagos Islands made an astonishing discovery. They found hydrothermal vents, cracks in the seafloor, where superheated water, rich in minerals, gushes out. The water can reach temperatures of over 700 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. Surrounding these vents were thriving communities of life, unlike anything seen before. Giant tube worms, some over 6 feet long, swayed in the currents. Clams the size of dinner plates clustered on the rocks. Ghostly white crabs and shrimp swarmed over the vent openings. What made this discovery revolutionary was that this ecosystem didn't rely on sunlight. On the surface, nearly all life depends on photosynthesis, plants and algae converting sunlight into energy. But at hydrothermal vents, life is based on chemosynthesis. Bacteria use the chemicals in the vent water, particularly hydrogen sulfide, to produce energy. These bacteria form the base of the food chain, supporting tube worms, clams, and other creatures. The tube worms have no mouths or digestive systems. Instead, they house bacteria in their bodies and absorb nutrients from them. The discovery of hydrothermal vent ecosystems changed our understanding of where life can exist, both on Earth and potentially on other worlds. Some deep-sea fish have transparent heads. The deep sea is home to creatures that seem to defy logic and imagination. The barrel-eye fish, also known as Macropinna microstoma, is one of the strangest. This fish has a transparent dome on its head, through which you can see its tubular eyes and brain. The eyes are positioned to look upward, scanning the water above for the silhouettes of prey. For years, scientists who studied preserved specimens were baffled by this arrangement, as it seemed the fish could only look up and couldn't see forward to catch prey. But in 2004, researchers observed a living barrel-eye fish with remotely operated vehicles and discovered the truth. The fish's eyes can rotate within the transparent dome, allowing it to look upward while searching for prey, then rotate forward when it's time to eat. The transparent head may protect the eyes, while allowing light to enter from all angles. The barrel-eye feeds on small fish and cup jellyfish, stealing prey from the tentacles of siphonophores. It lives at depths of around 2,000 to 2,600 feet, in the twilight zone, where only faint traces of sunlight penetrate. Sperm whales can echolocate prey from over a mile away. Sperm whales produce the loudest sounds of any animal, powerful clicks that can reach 230 decibels. These clicks are not just for communication, they are tools for echolocation, a sophisticated sonar system that allows sperm whales to navigate and hunt in the pitch-black depths. A sperm whale generates clicks in the spermaceti organ in its head, and the sound waves travel out into the water. When they hit an object, echoes bounce back to the whale, which can interpret them to determine the size, shape, distance, and even texture of the object. This system is so precise that sperm whales can detect a squid over a mile away in complete darkness. The clicks are produced in rapid sequences, sometimes hundreds per second, creating a sound like a rusty hinge or a creaking door. Researchers believe that young sperm whales learn to interpret these echoes from their mothers and other whales in their pod, refining their skills over years. The power of these clicks is so great that they can vibrate through the water, and some scientists believe they may even be used to stun prey, though this remains debated. Blue whales consume up to 16 tons of food in a single day. During feeding season, blue whales eat almost constantly, consuming enormous quantities of krill. On a good day, A single blue whale can eat up to 16 tons of krill, which translates to roughly 40 million individual krill. To achieve this, blue whales use a feeding technique called lunge feeding. They accelerate toward a dense patch of krill with their mouths closed, then suddenly open their jaws to an enormous width, engulfing a huge volume of water and krill. Their throat has expandable pleats that can stretch dramatically, allowing them to take in water equal to their own body, weight, or more. Once their mouths are full, they close their jaws and use their massive tongues to push the water out through their baleen plates. The baleen acts as a filter, trapping the krill inside while the water flows out. The whale then swallows the krill. This process requires immense energy, but the payoff is enormous. During the summer feeding season in polar waters, blue whales build up thick layers of blubber that sustain them during migration and the winter months, when they eat little or nothing. Orcas have distinct dialects and cultural groups. Orcas are not just intelligent individuals. They live in complex societies with distinct cultures that vary from region to region. Different orca populations, called ecotypes, have unique hunting strategies, social structures, and vocalizations. Even more remarkably, within regions, different pods of orcas have their own dialects, unique patterns of calls that identify which pod they belong to. These dialects are learned, not innate, passed down from mothers to offspring. Baby orcas babble as they practice their pod's calls, much like human babies learning to speak. Over time, the calls of a pod can change gradually, evolving as new variations are introduced and adopted by the group. Orcas from different pods can recognize each other's dialects, and some researchers believe they may even avoid or prefer certain pods based on their calls. This level of cultural complexity is rare in the animal kingdom and suggests that orca societies are far more sophisticated than we once imagined. To be an orca is to be part of a culture with traditions and knowledge passed down through generations, shaping identity and behavior in ways that go far beyond instinct. Gray whales are the most coastal of the great whales. Unlike most large whales that roam the open ocean, gray whales prefer to stay close to shore. They hug the coastline during their long migrations, traveling through shallow waters just beyond the surf zone. This coastal route makes them one of the most accessible whale species for people to observe from land. During migration season, gray whales can be seen from beaches, headlands, and cliffs as they pass by, often close enough that their blows and backs are clearly visible. Their preference for shallow waters also means they interact frequently with humans, which brings both benefits and risks. Gray whales are often curious and may approach boats, earning them the nickname friendly whales from whale watchers. But their coastal habitat also exposes them to threats like boat strikes, pollution, and entanglement in fishing gear. Despite these challenges, gray whales have made a remarkable recovery since the end of commercial whaling. The eastern North Pacific population is now considered fully recovered, one of the great success stories of marine conservation. Minke whales breach in spectacular, acrobatic displays. While humpback whales are famous for their breaching, minke whales are equally impressive, though less well known for this behavior. Minke whales can launch themselves almost entirely out of the water, spinning and twisting in mid-air before crashing back down with a tremendous splash. These breaches are more common in certain areas and during certain times of year, suggesting they may be related to social behavior or reproduction. Some researchers believe breaching may serve multiple purposes, including communication, removing parasites, or simply play. Young minke whales seem to breach more frequently than adults, which supports the idea that it may be a playful behavior. Watching a minke whale breach is thrilling. A sudden explosion of power and grace as a creature weighing several tons defies gravity for a brief moment. The behavior reminds us that even though we've studied whales for decades, there is still so much we don't understand about their lives and motivations. The ocean is home to over 230,000 known species. The ocean is Earth's largest habitat, covering more than 70% of the planet's surface, and it is teeming with life. Scientists have identified and described over 230,000 marine species, from microscopic plankton to the blue whale, but this is likely only a fraction of the total. Estimates suggest that there may be as many as 2 million species living in the ocean, with the vast majority yet to be discovered. The deep sea, in particular, remains largely unexplored, and each expedition brings new discoveries, strange creatures that challenge our understanding of biology. The ocean's biodiversity is staggering, with life adapted to every conceivable niche. From hydrothermal vents spewing superheated water to the abyssal plains covered in fine sediment, from shallow coral reefs bursting with color to the dark, cold waters beneath the polar ice, life thrives. The giants we have explored tonight, the whales, sharks, squid, and others, are just a few threads in the vast tapestry of ocean life. Each plays a role in the fine, intricate web of relationships that sustains the marine ecosystem. To protect the ocean is to protect the greatest repository of life on Earth. Many ocean giants are threatened by human activities. The majesty of ocean giants comes with a sobering reality. Many of these remarkable creatures face serious threats from human activities. Whales were hunted nearly to extinction during the whaling era, and while most species are now protected, they still face dangers from ship strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and noise pollution that disrupts their communication and navigation. Sharks are killed by the millions each year, often for their fins, and many species are now endangered. Overfishing has collapsed fish populations around the world, removing not only the target species but also disrupting entire food webs. Plastic pollution chokes and poisons marine life, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales. Climate change is warming and acidifying the ocean, bleaching coral, reefs, and altering currents and ecosystems. Habitat destruction, from coastal development to deep-sea mining, destroys the places where ocean giants live and breed. Yet, there is hope. Conservation efforts have brought some species back from the brink. Marine protected areas offer refuge. Fishing regulations help populations recover. Public awareness and concern for the ocean are growing. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the health of the ocean and the survival of its giants. The ocean remains one of Earth's last great mysteries. Despite centuries of exploration, the ocean remains largely unknown. Humans have explored less than 5% of the ocean floor, and much of what lies in the deep is still a mystery. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of the ocean bottom. New species are discovered regularly, and entire ecosystems, like the hydrothermal vent communities found in the 1,970 seconds, have revealed life in places once thought uninhabitable. The ocean holds secrets about Earth's past, clues to the origins of life, and perhaps even insights into life on other worlds. It is a realm of extremes, from crushing pressures to scalding heat, from utter darkness to brilliant bioluminescence. The giants we have journeyed with tonight, the whales singing across oceans, the sharks gliding through the blue, the squid battling in the abyss, are ambassadors from this hidden world. They remind us that Earth is still a place of wonder, a planet with depths we have yet to fathom. As long as there are unexplored waters, there will be mysteries waiting to be uncovered, giants waiting to be discovered. And so, dear listener, our journey through the depths comes to a close. From the mighty blue whale, the largest creature ever to exist, to the ancient Greenland shark living for centuries, from the singing humpbacks to the deep-diving sperm whales battling squid in darkness, from the graceful mantas to the fierce orcas, the powerful great whites to the mysterious giants of the abyss, we have wandered together through a world of giants, of power, of grace, of mystery. We have glimpsed the brilliance of life, adapted to every corner of the ocean, from sunlit coral reefs to the crushing pressure of the deep. The ocean reminds us that we share this planet with creatures of unimaginable diversity, each with its own story, its own struggles, its own place in the web of life. Every whale that breaches, every shark that glides, every ray that soars through the water is a testament to the creativity and resilience of life. As you lie here now, letting your breath slow and deepen, imagine yourself drifting in warm, gentle waters. Picture the blue stretching endlessly in all directions, the soft sway of the currents, the filtered sunlight from above. See the shapes of giants moving through the water, shadows passing gracefully, powerful yet serene. Hear the songs of whales echoing through the deep, a chorus older than human memory. Feel the rhythm of the ocean, the pulse of the tides, the endless cycle of life that has continued for hundreds of millions of years and will continue long after we are gone. The ocean has carried every generation of life before us, and it will carry every generation to come. Its story is not finished, and in protecting it, neither is ours. Just as the waves roll endlessly to shore, every waking thought drifts gently into sleep, into stillness, into the deep blue peace where all things rest. If you happen to still be awake, you can go ahead and close your eyes when you're ready. But if your eyes are already heavy, let the quiet of the ocean hold you and carry you softly into rest. Breathe deeply, let go of the day, and drift now. Drift like a whale through warm currents, like a manta ray gliding on wings of water, like a sea turtle floating peacefully through the endless blue. Sink into sleep, into stillness, into the vast and timeless embrace of the ocean, where giants swim in peace, and the water cradles all who enter. Close your eyes now, breathe deeply, and drift into sleep, into the vast and timeless silence where ocean giants keep watch, where the water holds you gently, rocking you into dreams of the deep blue. Good night. The ocean is home to over 230,000 known species. The ocean is Earth's largest habitat, covering more than 70% of the planet's surface, and it is teeming with life. Scientists have identified and described over 230,000 marine species, from microscopic plankton to the blue whale. But this is likely only a fraction of the total. Estimates suggest that there may be as many as 2 million species living in the ocean, with the vast majority yet to be discovered. The deep sea, in particular, remains largely unexplored, and each expedition brings new discoveries, strange creatures that challenge our understanding of biology. The ocean's biodiversity is staggering, with life adapted to every conceivable niche, from hydrothermal vents spewing superheated water to the abyssal plains covered in fine sediment, from shallow coral reefs bursting with color to the dark, cold waters beneath the polar ice. Life thrives. The giants we have explored tonight, the whales, sharks, squid, and others, are just a few threads in the vast tapestry of ocean life. Each plays a role in the intricate web of relationships that sustains the marine ecosystem. To protect the ocean is to protect the greatest repository of life on Earth. Many ocean giants are threatened by human activities. The majesty of ocean giants comes with a sobering reality. Many of these remarkable creatures face serious threats from human activities. Whales were hunted nearly to extinction during the whaling era, and while most species are now protected, they still face dangers from ship strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and noise pollution that disrupts their communication and navigation. Sharks are killed by the millions each year, often for their fins, and many species are now endangered. Overfishing has collapsed fish populations around the world, removing not only the target species, but also disrupting entire food webs. Plastic pollution chokes and poisons marine life, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales. Climate change is warming and acidifying the ocean, bleaching coral reefs, and altering currents and ecosystems. Habitat destruction, from coastal development to deep-sea mining, destroys the places where ocean giants live and breed. Yet, there is hope. Conservation efforts have brought some species back from the brink. Marine protected areas offer refuge. Fishing regulations help populations recover. Public awareness and concern for the ocean are growing. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the health of the ocean and the survival of its giants. The ocean remains one of Earth's last great mysteries. Despite centuries of exploration, the ocean remains largely unknown. Humans have explored less than 5% of the exploration ocean floor, and much of what lies in the deep is still a mystery. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of the ocean bottom. New species are discovered regularly, and entire ecosystems, like the hydrothermal vent communities found in the 1,970 seconds, have revealed life in places once thought uninhabitable. The ocean holds secrets about Earth's past, clues to the origins of life, and perhaps even insights into life on other worlds. It is a realm of extremes, from crushing pressures to scalding heat, from utter darkness to brilliant bioluminescence. The giants we have journeyed with tonight, the whales singing across oceans, the sharks gliding through the blue, the squid battling in the abyss, are ambassadors from this hidden world. They remind us that Earth is still a place of wonder, a planet with depths we have yet to fathom. As long as there are unexplored waters, there will be mysteries waiting to be uncovered, giants waiting to be discovered. And so, dear listener, our journey through the depths comes to a close. From the mighty blue whale, the largest creature ever to exist, to the ancient Greenland shark, living for centuries. From the singing humpbacks, to the deep-diving sperm whales battling squid in darkness. From the graceful mantas to the fierce orcas, the powerful great whites to the mysterious giants of the abyss. We have wandered together through a world of giants, of power, of grace, of mystery. We have glimpsed the brilliance of life adapted to every corner of the ocean, from sunlit coral reefs to the crushing pressure of the deep. The ocean reminds us that we share this planet with creatures of unimaginable diversity, each with its own story, its own struggles, its own place in the web of life. Every whale that breaches, every shark that glides, every ray that soars through the water is a testament to the creativity and resilience of life. As you lie here now, letting your breath slow and deepen, imagine yourself drifting in warm, gentle waters. Picture the blue stretching endlessly in all directions, the soft sway of the currents, the filtered sunlight from above. See the shapes of giants moving through the water, shadows passing gracefully, powerful yet serene. Hear the songs of whales echoing through the deep, a chorus older than human memory. Feel the rhythm of the ocean, the pulse of the tides, the endless cycle of life that has continued for hundreds of millions of years and will continue long after we are gone. The ocean has carried every generation of life before us, and it will carry every generation to come. Its story is not finished, and in protecting it, neither is ours. Just as the waves roll endlessly to shore, every waking thought drifts gently into sleep, into stillness, into the deep blue peace, where all things rest. If you happen to still be awake, you can go ahead and close your eyes when you are ready. But if your eyes are already heavy, let the quiet of the ocean hold you and carry you softly into rest. Breathe deeply, let go of the day, and drift now. Drift like a whale through warm currents, like a manta ray gliding on wings of water, like a sea turtle floating peacefully through the endless blue. Sink into sleep, into stillness, into the vast and timeless embrace of the ocean, where giants swim in peace and the water cradles all who enter. Close your eyes now, breathe deeply, and drift into sleep, into the vast and timeless silence, where ocean giants keep watch, where the water holds you gently, rocking you into dreams of the deep blue. Good night.